Coverage now of Saturday Night Baseball as we welcome you to Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight it's the third of this four-game weekend series between the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins. Jimenez continues his chase for the top spot on the AL batting leaderboard. Next. Simon Richardson is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last three starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Digging in, Andres Jimenez.
Leading off tonight for
currently
Cleveland,
near the top of the batting average leaderboard, but he'll have to pick up the pace a little bit over the next several weeks if he wants to jump into that top spot.
Yeah, I don't want him to put pressure on himself right now, but he's got 2 months to get it done right here to vault himself into that top spot. He has certainly had an amazing year up until this point.
And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on
the third base.
Now, you got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball. That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Here now the 2-2. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up looking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first. He's got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. So stepping in, Josh Naylor, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. It's the Tribe nothing. Twins coming to bat. Back after this on MLB Network. Tristan McKenzie, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, Hero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way, put your foot on the gas, and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Mercado has a beat on it. 1 down. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
Yeah, Matty, without question right here. This lineup's been struggling. Some bad approaches at the plate from top to bottom. They need the first two guys in the order to ignite this offense if they're going to have a chance of breaking out.
And the off-balance throw gets it. Nice play for the out. Digging in the switch hitter, Tyler W. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's the 1-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
Zero.
2-2. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Tim Who would be next. And it's fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
At the plate, Tim Who, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Here comes the first pitch.
Off the plate,
ball and no strikes. Who, a 25-year-old, this is his first year at the big league level. A 1-0 home. Hit hard on the ground to second. Pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, the errors are never well. The right field to make one with 2 outs to the first is especially painful. Now your pitcher has to make extra throws, and that could make a difference in how long he lasts in this game.
And this one's in the dirt. Goes to third with it. And too late as he's in there. So now 2 minutes. 1-0. Here it is. That's lifted the other way out to left. Strike is there. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Digging in now, Lane Thomas.
Leading off
as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Healy moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense.
The designated hitter.
And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
A ball and a strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Healy is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
That is seven.
Now at the plate, Oscar Mercado. He did
Oscar.
not play last night. Clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. The fastball that gets the lower part of his zone called for a strike.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. High in the air out to center field. Buxton coasts under it, and that's the 3rd out. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Up next for Minnesota, John Obradovich. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
John Obradovich.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Called strike 0-2.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
1-2 to the Twins catcher.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to get off the fastball.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Plate, Brooks Lee drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. Here's the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as it bounces to the plate for ball 1. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Throwing to second. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. And just misses off the inside for ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1 left for Minnesota.
Welcome back to Target Field, home of the Twins, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done. And that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of this ball club, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Fouled off. Oh, 0-2. Here it comes. Stays alive. Still 0-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count. Count still at 1-2.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Batting 9. The catcher,
coming to the
17.
plate now, Austin Hedges, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Circle change there, called strike one. Bullet back up the middle. Buxton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now back. Second base.
At the plate, Andres Jimenez. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball in there for strike one. Third inning, no score to this point. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball one. Ball and 2 strikes now. Got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready for another chance. Here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
1-1. Popped him up. Hedges shading to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting.
Stepping in, number 38. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And the pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 1-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. Oh, this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Stepping into the box. With 10 runs batted in on 5 hits in the series, he's a guy to keep an eye on in this one. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Fastball misses badly there. He's behind 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Strong is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Stepping up to the plate, Miles Strong. Base hit in his first trip. First delivery to him on the wing. No balls and 1 strike. Wind up and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to let. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Now batting. First base.
Now batting, Jose Ramirez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball, 1-0. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
3-0. He's in there for strike one.
This is where, if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage.
Full count now, 3-2. And there's a swung on and missed. It's down on strikes. And the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
The first baseman,
Now with the plate, Josh Naylor. The first pitch to him. Line hard to the left side, but this is a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hit out towards second, and that is through into center field, a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Giro, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Oh,
and that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Indians leave one. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. So striding in, Tim Hu, who's 0-1 thus far.
The third baseman.
Now here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here.
Now
batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts. And check out the batting averages in even and behind counts for 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
Standing in now, Alex Healy. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They're in prime position to put the first run on the board.
Stop it.
In now, Sean Oberdavis. Soft liner toward third. But this is steered by the first baseman. Two on here with 1 man out. From a former number 1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa bats next. And misses inside with that one, ball 1. Hu on second. Healy is over at first with 1 away. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield. And the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Digging in for his second at-bat, Brooks.
No matter.
2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
Brooks Lee.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Ball left outside.
2-0. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And now a called strike that time. As the zone expands a bit here, it's 2-1 now. The 2-1 home He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one that's touching the plate.
And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Johnson, originally from the Sooner State of Oklahoma.
2-0.
He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. 2-0 now. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2. Hard hit at third. Cool takes it in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting. The center fielder,
Oscar.
Mercado.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Count
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Line drive to center field. Buxton is there, 2 gone.
Now batting. Shortstop.
In now,
Ryan
Rhodes. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And a pitch in the third as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he misses 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
W is up with it. And will step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
The designated hitter,
Ready. Here's the first offering. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
You know, I'm not sure he'd throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
A ball and 2 strikes now. 1-2 pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
And it's fouled away.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Again, he sends it out of play. The next 3-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The next 3-2. Fouled away. He'll try it again, 3-2. Fouled off. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton.
Nope.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Hit in the air to right field. Thomas waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number
Ready
38.
for another shot now, number 38. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
1-0.
High, 1-0.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Strong under it, and he makes the catch for out number. Digging in, Austin Hedges.
Leading off
Set
with
to
the
lead us off in the 6th
The
inning.
catcher, number
This game
17.
is rolling right along
Ball
as we
one.
move into the middle innings
Count
with no
1-0.
score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Two-one pitches that Circle Kane swung on and missed. 2-2. Pitch is popped up. W has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, the second
Digging in once again, Andres Jimenez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
That's a ball.
Didn't quite catch the zone there.
Ball
Ball
1, no strikes.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Be on the attack and let them do it.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit hard on the ground for second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, number
Into
4.
the box, Miles Straw. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Line to the right side. Oh, and he misses it.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the third week he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Set, here it comes. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And they take the lead. It's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and that is 27 for him on the year. And with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Now in the box, Josh Naylor. And then after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and the win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And strike 3 called as he said, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's now 2-0 Indians. The next twin up, Tyler W. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Two and one. The 2-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence.
And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Tim Koo.
Ready once again, Tim Koo. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. The pressure's off now. Maybe he gets out.
Well, this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The left fielder, number 5.
So digging in now, Alex Healy. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. From the stretch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. McCutcheon and back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next to the Twins.
Standing in, Sean Obradovich.
Sean Obradovich.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're down.
Ladies
Number
and
37 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
For the Twins. Number 37.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Now
there's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Alex Healy.
Grounded to the right. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Up next for Cleveland.
And now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
Into the box,
1-0.
Daniel Johnson. 1 ball, no strikes to count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Nope,
2 balls
that's
and
a
no
ball.
strikes.
2
1
balls,
out, nobody
no
on.
strikes.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. The 2-2. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it. Healy. 2 gone.
Now batting. The center
Now to the
fielder,
plate, Oscar Mercado.
Mercado.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball
that's out.
off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike. Here it comes on 1-1.
That's
Hit the
ball
target,
2.
but this is low. 2-1. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Fly ball out toward right field. Under it is the right fielder. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the
Ladies
side.
and gentlemen,
Down in
please
order
join
go
for
the
the
Tribe,
traditional
but they hold a
seventh-inning
2-0 lead. Here's Carlos Correa now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so
The
far.
shortstop,
Starting to run out of
Carlos
time. They haven't been able to score any
Correa.
runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
That's the ball.
Here's one that misses high. It's
1 ball, 1
1-1.
strike.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate. Probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the line at first. Naylor is there, and they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now back.
Now it will be the Minnesota DH, Trevor Larry, hoping to avoid the hat trick. Struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Ball, that's out.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked the guy up with it.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Standing in, Ryan Rose. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line hard, but foul. The next 0-2. Soft liner to the left side. And there's a base hit. So a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. And it's a ball and a strike to Austin Hedges. Rose on at first, nobody out. Smoked on the ground up the middle. One there, on to first, to double play.
Now that
Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Andres Gimenez. First delivery to him on the way. Not fooled there as this ball hammered out to deep right field. But that'll be off the right field wall. And he'll post into second here with a 2-out double. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
And he puts it up. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. One left for the Tribe. And they're unable to end. Here's Byron Buxton now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And it's fouled away. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that misses. 2-1. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the 8th. He's a pitch away from 100.
Man, I love this right now. He's given it everything he has, given this team depth, allowing the manager to pick some serious matchups when it comes to going to the bullpen, Dan.
Boy, you nailed that, Hero. Now you can go to your go-to guys, the troubleshooters, the guy you want to bring into close games. Anytime a starter can get you through 7 innings, the 8th inning, it's a bonus. A job well done so far.
Now that
he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Byron Buxton becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys.
Oh, that's
only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
The 2-0 on the way. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And this is taken here for ball 4. That's the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Now that is
the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. That's going to be all for his start here. So Stephen Parks will remain responsible for the man left to forward, but he cannot lose this one. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Fouled away. Here's the 0-2.
One ball.
Start to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Now, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Tim Koo, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Colby Oberdavis. come on now and pinch run here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to short, and that's through into left. A base hit. Obradovich ignores his coach. He's chugging for home, and he's safe at the plate. As they cut their deficit in half, it's a 2-1 game now.
Allen.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Now Alex Healy will be the first to greet him here. He'll do so with runners at the corners and only one out. Aaron Obradovich. Come on, the pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 1, Aaron Obradovich.
Got him out in front that time. Strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 7 homers and 32 driven in. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the 2 down. He gets in there easily. The throw bounces on the way down. The 1-2. Now this is hit high and deep out to left. And he has come through as this ought to be enough to get him the lead. Second, but he's in safely as 2 runs come across to score, and they grab the lead.
The catcher.
It's very difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1-0. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit. What a momentum swing. What an AD right there. Now you got to grab your lever and go out and spread some beat to the board.
Stepping into the box, John Obradovich. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Obradovich leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
Nope. Ball 1.
Shaved the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Inside, ball 2.
There's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Bouncer up the middle. Rhodes over to his left. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop of first saves and error as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3. Colby Obradovich will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Aaron Obradovich will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Johan Duran comes on from Ben, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Jose Ramirez will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Brooks Lee will come in as well as a part of the double switch.
For the Twins. Now playing right field, number 2, Brooks Lee. This change for the Twins.
First offering on its way.
Number 21.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a ball strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You've got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put them at a disadvantage.
Called strike on the inside, and you can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
When Rick Closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, but everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. You still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
0-1 the count. The 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here with the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to get pretty confident about the way this was going to feel about as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Stepping in now, Lane Thomas. No balls and a strike to count. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Last strike now for Cleveland. And now this crowd, a bit over 30,000 strong, comes to their feet. Oh, and ouch, that one's driven. And he'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appears from up here at least, his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it is. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they lead the possible tying run stranded at first.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it because they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Twins crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Number 37 claims the win out of the pen, his first. Johan Duran wraps it up for the save, his 32nd of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the American League Central, the Twins relief pitcher, number 37, earned his first victory of the season as the Twins downed the Tribe 3-2. The Oakland Athletics got 18 hits as they got the extra innings win over the White Sox 8-7. The Royals swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-4. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Red Sox on the road 8-3. They're on a roll with 8 straight victories. The Yankees allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 8-4. The Orioles sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the home victory against the Astros 3-2. The Mariners racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 11-9. Nick Anderson got his second W of the season as the Braves downed the Marlins 5-3. The Nationals only allowed 2 hits in the game as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 2-0. Patrick Wisdom was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits as the Cubs got past the Reds 11-1. The Rangers totaled 13 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 5-4. The Pittsburgh Pirates combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 2-1. Michael Kopech got the win, putting him at double digits this season with 10, leading the Dodgers over the Diamondbacks 4-3. Hits in total as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 12-6. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.